Taskbar down at the bottom here starts over here at the beginning with the start button and runs along, and it ends with the clock here. And on this taskbar, the blank part, any file, program, or folder that you have open will be displayed down here. So for example, if I double click on the exercise folder, opens up down here on the taskbar to see that that's a folder that's open. And the cool thing is when you hover over it down at the bottom, it gives you a little thumbnail preview of what you have up here. Cool. So that's open. I'm going to go ahead and double click on the new folder. That opens up. But you notice that the shift of the focus has changed from exercise to new folder. New folder is now shaded in. It's indented. It means that that's the active file or folder or program that I have open on the taskbar. So even though I can't see the other folder, the exercise folder, which, well, you can barely see it. It's behind it. Just barely. You can see the lower edge of it. But if I go back and down the taskbar, I click on exercise folder, it brings that up to the front. Now I click on the new folder, it brings that up to the front. Pretty cool. Let's take it one step further. Let me go back to the exercise folder and let me open up something within that folder, like this image of a bunch of people smiling. So if I go ahead and double click on it, opens up the image. Now I look down at my taskbar and I've got 3 folders or files or images open. And this one that's indented, you can see that shadowed down there, is the one that's currently active. So if I click on new folder, that's one that comes to the front of all the files, folders, and programs that are open, and then the exercise folder comes to the front. Now let me show you some other cool features or shortcuts using the taskbar here or based off the taskbar. For example, I've got 3 items or programs or folders open. I'm going to go ahead and close out of the new folder. Now to close out of it, first I have to make it active, right? So I click on it, brings it up, it's the first one that's in front now, and I can go ahead and close on the X or hit Control W, or here's another feature. You can right click on that indented button and go ahead and click close. And there's another shortcut, Alt F4, that will close it as well. But if I left click on close, it closes out of it. Now I just have 2 programs that are open. And as you can tell, some programs may be opened up here, but I can't see them because they might be hidden behind, like let's say this big screen up here. We'll just look down your taskbar. For every corresponding program you have open, you're going to have a corresponding button. The reason why it's a button, because when you click on it, it brings it to the forefront and it indents just like a button. So that's the active button or the active window up here. So I'm going to go back to the exercise folder, click on it, and let's open up some more. I'm going to go ahead and double click on the child image, double click on that, opens up the child. Now I have the smiling, I have the child, and again it's really cool because when you hover over it, it gives you a little thumbnail preview just before you click on it on what you're actually going to be clicking on. So if I click on that, I'm going to get that picture. If I hover over here, I'm going to get kind of an outline of a folder here. Click on that, there's my screen, the folder, and there's all the programs within it. Let's go ahead and open up one more. How about our product meeting? I'll double click on the document there and open up the document. There's the document. So you can see down at the bottom, even though I can't see everything that's opened, it shows me down at the bottom of all the programs and images and folders I have open. I have a total of 4. And to close back out of them, again, I can click in the upper right hand corner on each program, or I can come down here and right click, boom, right click, boom, right click, boom, close. It's easier when you have everything lined up here in a row to close them out, or use your shortcut keys Alt F or Control W. Because up here I may have some, when I click on the close button here a couple of times, I may have not all of them that are all the X's in the upper right hand corner. There may be one down here, there may be one down here, there may be one over here. You want to watch the next training video on manipulating your windows, and we'll cover how to restore and resize your actual windows here, okay? But for right now, to close out, it's easier for me just to right click and close, right click and close, or just go ahead and click on one of the screens and do Control W, and then click on the other one to activate it, Control W, or just actually right click and close. Thanks for watching. Hey, as a quick reminder, if you like my video, please give it a thumbs up. You can also click on me and subscribe to my channel, get notified of the latest videos, and for only $2 a month, you can have access to all my Microsoft Office training videos.